listen, you might go over to him. And the Most High was like, well, hold up. You might go over to him. So you have to choose who you're going to serve. And usually, it's easier to serve Satan. Because with Satan, you don't have to change. And that is the worst doctrine. That's the worst part of the doctrine that's being taught in the Christian church right now. And let me tell you, I don't have no knock or personal knock against the Christian church. All right? We have a knock against sin. You can't teach people that it's okay to sin, and because Christ died for that, you can continue to do it. Christ died on the cross once. He's not going to die on the cross every time you sin purposely. So the same way Christ killed himself, you must kill yourself. Now he's covering your sins. Some people pray before they go sin. Well, God know my heart. He know that, He know that I want to do right. You're not getting in the kingdom on what you want to do. If you're serving righteousness, you're serving the Most High. If you're serving sin, you're serving Satan. And I'm going to show that. Let's get it. Get the book of James. No, I already got that. I went there Wednesday. There's something else I want to show here because I'm going to go at least another 20 minutes because I want to show something. The first king that Satan got into for government was who? Nimrod. You cannot rule the people but through what? Through fear and war. So he had to set up a man that all the nations feared, so that he can get this guy to help him build a tower to get back to the sides of the north to fight the Most High. What did the Most High do there? He split the tongues, right? So that they couldn't understand each other. So because if they would have accomplished it, if they would have did it, if the Most High wouldn't have stopped them, they would have accomplished their feat. They would have got to the sides of the north. Because Satan promised to get there. Right? So he split the tongue. Now here's where religion come in at. Even though their tongues were split, each nation that was there in Shinar during that time took the same worships and belief they learned under Nimrod to their respective countries under a different language. That's how you got religions today. Okay? They all are the same Babylonian worship under Nimrod and Satan. So because the Most High, don't forget that war against the serpent seed and the woman seed. So because the Most High kept foiling Satan's plans. Yes, sir.
What is the serpent seed?
The serpent seed first is the Nephilim. Let's get it. Go to Genesis 6:1. See, I'm trying to cram everything knowing that, we got some limited minutes here. But I can go until the sun come up. I don't care. But we have limited time. Genesis 6:1. Who's the serpent seed? Let's get it. Read it.
Genesis 6:1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair.
The sons of the Most High, these are angels here. They saw the daughters of men that they were fair. And they did what?
And they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh.
Go ahead.
Yet his days shall be 120 years.
Go ahead.
There were giants in the earth in those days.
There go the serpent seed right there. Nephilim, giants. Okay. Read.
And also after that.
And also after that, to let you know that they would be reborn after the flood. So when Moses led the Israelites out, he was fighting against one, Og. Also, when Joshua sent spies to go to the land, there were giants in the land that made the people look like grasshoppers. Nephilim. Now, through years, Nephilim or giants, they were able to morph with man so that they can walk amongst mankind and you don't know who they are. At one point, you can point them out at one time because they were giants. So they had to hide the fact that they were giants by dealing with people and lowering their stature through technology. And they did that from years, as it went on. Genetically. Now, in order to hide the fact that there was Nephilims in the earth, these big skulls and all that, which were called titans and gods, science came up with the story of the Neanderthal and 100 billion years ago and dinosaurs and all this mess. Because they couldn't hide the fact that if you're digging in the ground, you might run into one, you may find one of these inordinate skulls. So they had to make science to hide the people they're worshiping or the beings they worship today. They're the seed of the Nephilim. This is the spirit that's controlling the governments today. They have children. And their children watch us closely through each government because they are at war with us. It's their job to keep the chosen seed, the seed of the woman, from ever realizing who they are because that puts you in the war against them. Now you're on Christ's side. Now, through each society, these same Nephilim tried to cut off the seed. They did it in Egypt when they tried to kill the seed that when Moses would come through to lead the people. They did it during the time of Rome when Herod sent out the wise men to try to kill Christ before he came in. That was the serpent the whole time, watching to try to stop the chosen seed from coming. And they do it today through abortion. They do it today through eugenics and Planned Parenthood. The Nephilim is still warned against that seed to stop us from multiplying. And diseases, yes. Okay? Read it. There were men of what?
When the sons of the Most High came unto the daughters of men, and they bare to them children, and they became mighty men.
They became mighty men. These are your Zeus, your Jupiters, and all that. Okay? The Romans called them these names. But they were real. Read.
The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Men of renown. Go ahead.
And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Go ahead.
And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created, from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air.
Now, we know that he did that through a flood. Now, why did he do that through a flood? He did that because the Nephilim was going to consume mankind. Not only did they make Nephilim, or giants that were eating people and all that. Okay? That's where you get Jack and the Beanstalk and all those stories from. They also made animals that was consuming the animals of the Most High. Your dinosaurs, your Tyrannosaurus Rexes and all that.